And now, slightly later than scheduled, let's go live to Studio G as we ask you, the viewer at home, to guess the male nipple.
Guess the male nipple with your host, Jack Little.
Thank you very much, Jed Bloodsport, and welcome to another exciting installment of the game show that broke Twitch, Guess the Male Nipple, where we show you a nipple and you have to tell us who it belongs to. But before we get to all of that, let's meet tonight's players. It's Chat. Who'd have thought it? Chat. Now, I understand, Chat, that you've got a rather amusing story about something that happened to you on your birthday. So if you could just tell us again that amusing story about the thing that happened on your birthday, then we'll then be able to get on with the Honey Thief. Welcome, the Honey Thief, to this very special birthday edition of Guess the Male Nipple. Okay, so what happened was the Honey Thief wet himself, Matty Steve-O's dog died, Freddy Dingo soiled himself, and Spooky Lot got a cake and found an HR file, a human resources file in it. I like that. I like the journey of that. Someone came and ate my banana out of nowhere. It was that Roy Orbison again, wasn't it? Did he creep into your room while you were asleep? Tommy Turner cried at his first... Well, that's understandable, isn't it? If you won. But let's hope nobody cries tonight as we play Guess the Male Nipple. If you've not played Guess the Male Nipple before, that was almost too good. That time. It's supposed to be a bad link, but that was kind of professional. Verging on professional. Plankton's birthdays are uneventful, his preference. Mrs. Dingo, on my 4th birthday, I jumped onto my bed from a cupboard, bounced off and cut my face open on an ottoman. I don't quite know what an ottoman was doing. Invading you from the Austro-Hungarian Empire, I imagine. I think I was 5 and it was McDonald's. Oh, was it the clown? Because, yeah, that's enough to scare anyone. In a moment, we are going to bring up a nipple in this here frame. And we're going to ask you to guess who that nipple belongs to. I can see some guesses coming in already. I've not really been looking. Tom Hardy, Sean Connery, Scatman John, John Sim, welcome in, Dr. K. It's not. If you happen to guess it correctly here, and it has happened once before, you win 3 house points. Is it Tommy Lee Jones? Is it Will Smith? Brian Blessed! Well, it is my birthday, and everybody does always say Brian Blessed at this stage of the game. So is it Brian Blessed tonight? No, it's not. Alan Bennett, Rob Lowe, Peter Capaldi. It's none of those. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bring it up. So here is the nipple. And what's this I hear? Wait's the new Guess the Nipple, slightly incorrectly looped music for guessing the nipple. So let's embiggen it. We got to. Oh, it's not on that one. It's not on that screen, apparently. Okay, hang on then. Shh. No, don't guess, because I'm not looking. I'll let you know when you can guess again. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So we have some guesses. Is it David Bowie? Rob Halford of Halford's catalogue fame? Is it Elon Musk, Johnny Depp, Marcus Garvey? It's none of those. Is it Kurt Russell? Is it DiCaprio? You're going to have to be more specific, Mrs. Tingo. Is it Frank Bond? Is it Jack Bond? It's not. Is it Jeff Bezos? Freddie Mercury? Donald Trump? Is it Beef Jesus? Don't know who. Oh, I see. That's a spoonerism of Jeff Bezos. Bob Simmons. Bob Simmons, of course, the first person to play James Bond on film, as we discovered last episode. It's not. Is it Leonardo DiCaprio? Well, let's have a look, shall we? It's not. It's not Leonardo DiCaprio. Is it Frank Skinner? Is it Jack Nicholson? It's not. I'm going to give you 3 more guesses. Then we'll get on to the clues. And once we're on to the clues, what are they playing for, Jed? I say, what are they playing for, Jed? What are they playing for, Jed?
1 house points.
Worst in the business. Is it Gary Sinise, Mike Myers, Michael Fassbender, Philip Olivier, James Clark, Frank Oz, perhaps best known, of course, for playing Miss Piggy, Stephen Merchant? Is it Percy Quadratic Equation? Well, let's have a look, shall we? Oh, no, it's not Percy. What you said. So let's bring up a clue. We'd like to call this clue number 1. Now, again, if this is your first time with us for Guess the Male Nipple, the nipple usually belongs to somebody who is in the creative arts. So each clue is a year which relates to some sort of project that was released, came out, was launched in that year. And the colour relates to that same project. Fozzie Bear, Fred Dibner, Gary Lineker, Billy Corgan. They're coming in thick and fast. Is it LD's nipple? It's not LD's nipple. Is it Tom Hanks? Is it Steve Coogan? Is it Jack Black? Is it Nicholas Hoult? It's not. It's not. You see, it's just supposed to be a seamless loop, and it just stops and starts again. It's not good. I spent 12 quid on that. Is it M. Curtains? Is it Jack Quaid? Is it David Mitchell? It's not. It's none of those. How are you doing, the Honey Thief, by the way? Lovely to have you with us. Jeremy Renner. It's not Jeremy Renner. 5 more guesses, and I'm going to give you another clue. Jack O'Connell. It's not Jack O'Connell. You're always so polite when you guess. M. Curtains is nothing if not polite. Jack McBrayer, Sacha Baron Cohen, Bradley Cooper. It was nearly going to be Bradley Cooper, but we veered off at the last second. Is it either Bill or Bod? Bill or Bob, I think, the Flower Pot Man. Bod was somebody else. Percy Sugden? Neither of those. None of those. None of those. Okay, here's another clue. Here's another clue. Ryan Reynolds! Is it Ryan Reynolds? Let's have a look. It's not Ryan Reynolds, Mrs. Dingo. Conan O'Brien, perhaps best remembered for Conan O'Brien. Jack Lemmon, Percy Thrower, the Blue Peter Gardner. It's not Percy Thrower. Jack Lemmon, of course, perhaps best known for Glengarry Glen Ross. Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Michael Cera, it's not Michael Cera. Jack Davenport, a lovely guest there from Freddie Dingo, Jack Davenport, who I haven't. The boys met him. I haven't. Oh, no, hang on. No, I'm thinking of somebody else, but it's still not him. Mr. Darcy. It's not. The Honey Thief. It's not a fictional. It's not a fictional character. It's always a real person. Liam Hemsworth, Jack Palance. I'm going to give you 3 more guesses, and then we're going to get clue number 3. John Cena. It's not John Cena. I tell you, when it is John Cena, the reveal is going to be amazing. Is it the Gimp? Is it the Gimp? Well, let's have a look, shall we? It's not the Gimp. Is it Hulk Hogan? Is it Rory Bremner? It's not Rory Bremner. The lovely Rory Bremner. Is it Ayrton Senna? Is it Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Well, let's have a look, shall we? It's not Dwayne. It's not Dwayne Johnson. Is it Jack Nance? I think that's enough. Let's have another clue. 2011. Is it Lee Francis / Keith Lemon? It's not. It's not. It's not Robert Redford, perhaps best known for the 3 Days of the Condor. Is it Timothy Chalamet? It's not. Is it James Marsden? It's not James Marsden. Ben, the guy who presents Tipping Point. That'd be a great guess, because that would be well into Freddie Dingo's wheelhouse, I should say, but it's not. Wheel arch? What the hell's a wheel arch? That's like part of a car, isn't it? Craig Charles, Jerry Seinfeld, James McAvoy, doesn't exist. Iggy Pop, Diego Luna. None of those. None of those. I'm going to give 3 more guesses, and then we're going to reveal another clue. Tom Holland? No. Chris Barry? No. Perhaps best known for Spitting Image. Ron Perlman? No. Is it Norman Lovett? Perhaps best known for the sitcom I Love It. None of those. Harry Potter. Fictional character, unless you're talking about the elite player. Is it Antonio Banderas? Perhaps best known, of course, for playing Puss in Boots in the Shrek franchise. Nathan Fillion, John Lovitz, Hey, Haile Selassie. Is it Haile Selassie? Let's have a look, shall we? It's not Haile Selassie. Clue number 4. Clue number 4. So it's going to the wire again. It's like we've suddenly worked out how to do the clues. Is it Robert Llewellyn? Robert Llewellyn, probably best known for those spitting image books about sex. Rory Stewart, Boris Johnson, Neil Patrick Harris, perhaps best known for doing a big musical number and then getting Mike Tyson on. We've forgotten what Mike Tyson did. Jude Law, no. Nigel Havers, no. Tom Kenny, no. Plankton asks, is it Pedro Pascal? Let's have a look, shall we? Hello? It's Pedro Pascal, everybody! Congratulations! We got it through on clue number 4. Osric dotting there with a clap. I feel sorry for the colourblind with these clues. I don't. It's on them, really. Get special glasses or something. I don't know. I'm joking. The colourblind. David Hasselhoff, Ray Winston. These are all good guesses. They came in too late and too wrong. Because the house point goes to Plankton 1975. It was just a wild guess. So you don't know what any of these films are. So I was hoping you'd talk me through them. Let's get clue number 5 up. Looks like a dodgy Photoshop. No, it's genuine. This was a photo taken from a lady friend of his whilst they were holidaying, I believe around Christmas time. He looks very smug. He's Pedro Pascal, Tommy. What are you gonna do? Knowing the Pedro Pascal. Oh yes, that was the point. That was the point. Massive talent. Massive talent is indeed 2022. The unbearable weightness of massive talent, in which Pedro Pascal plays a deranged criminal who hires Nicolas Cage to hang out with. Kingsman, the most lowbrow movie. Yeah, Kingsman was 2017. Was it 2017? I think. Kingsman 2. Nanti no, Confetti wasn't up there. Freddie Dingo. Oh, I see. That was the command. Was he in the Mighty Boosh? I don't know. I don't know if he was in the Mighty Boosh. I don't think so. It didn't come up on IMDb. Let me just have a look here. Because I've slightly forgotten some of these, because that's how we make good clues, you see. Oh right, okay. So clue 1, 2016, was of course the Matt Damon picture, The Great Wall. The Great Wall. I was kind of like getting into Game of Thrones. I was thinking, well, he was only in it for spoilers. He was only in it for like 1 season, wasn't he? And also, I'm not quite over that. I'm not quite over him getting killed. Oh, spoilers again. Yeah. Clue 2. I didn't realize he was in this. Clue 2 was If Beale Street Could Talk. Clue 3 was Sweet Little Lies. So there we are. We've got one more thing to do before we go back to the guest lounge. And that is, how do we do better? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Which is to increase the scores. There it is. There it is. There it is. Excellent work. Yes. So that really rather does draw to a close this rather special birthday edition of Guess the Male Nipple. We will be back with a normal edition of Guess the Male Nipple. It's exactly the same. We'll be back on Tuesday with another nipple to guess at. But until then, it remains for me to say, oh, that's a thought. That's a thought. Now, as you know, usually what happens here is I do my sign off and then they turn the lights out. And it's like, oh, you've turned the lights out on Jack. That's very funny. But it's my This is a birthday special because it was my birthday yesterday. I've got a feeling, because there was a lot of whispering going on. There was a lot of whispering going on when I arrived. They all sort of stopped talking, like they'd been talking about me, and then I'd come in and say, "Oh, I've got a feeling it's not going to happen. I can feel it in my waters. They're not going to do it to me because today's my birthday. I mean, well, yesterday was my birthday, but this is the birthday edition of Guess the Male Nipple. You should roll the credits yourself before saying it. But I could do that, couldn't I? I could, but I won't. So yes, we will be back on Tuesday with a fresh nipple to guess at. But until then, it remains for me, Jack Little. I nearly said Jack Nicholson then, not my name, Jack Little, to wish you all a happy nippling. I knew it! Oh, bugger. It was a milestone as well. It's not like a normal birthday. It's quite an important birthday, this one. All the numbers changed. Well, both the numbers changed. I'm not that old.